Well, I'm here to give you another tech tip on electrolysis. This shell piece has been, or shell fragment has been in there for a while. You can see all of the rust that is built up on the donor steel. And all that still in the bottom of the bucket. I've emptied most of the water, but look at all of the solids that's coming out right now. Big old chunks. Here's one of the things I always do is get out the hose, put her on blast. That's knocking a lot of that rust right off of there. You don't have to wait for it all to actually cook off. Flip her over. Get this side. Now look at it. Big difference. Big difference. A whole lot less to cook off there. Now on your donor steel, take the hose, blast it off good. You can see, let's say that was almost, let me empty the water. Yeah, all the rust and solids coming out. Yeah, that's what I've cooked off there. This piece of rebar, well, look at the top of it. That's why it's called donor steel. It used to look like that. See how thick that is? See how this is being eaten away? That's why, you know, there's some guys I've seen who will weld a bolt to this. You got me, why? I mean, first of all, you've got to get a piece of rebar, a piece of steel that's the exact length of your bucket. Mine, well, you know, this is 2.5 feet. When one end burns up like this end does, I just untwist the wires, flip it over, and good to go again. Not have to worry about lining anything up. And then I don't need, well, let's see, an expensive, well, cutting torch to cut them to length. I don't need a welder to weld a bolt on there. All I have to do is take a pair of pliers and twist my wires and flip it over and retwist them. Pretty easy. And like I say, that is why this is called donor steel. It will burn up. Then I take my wire brush. But you know, everybody, you know, I guess if you have the resources, you know, and don't mind spending the extra time and extra money, I guess that's all right. But like I say, copper wire twisted on there makes a good enough connection. So I take my wire brush, clean off my donor steel. What I wouldn't give for an assistant to help me do this. All right. See all that metal coming off? Hell, like I say, that makes it conduct a little better and attract more. And I suggest when you're about halfway done, you know, after a day or two of running your, now rinse her back off. I want to get water on my camera lens. You saw in my first video, like I say, that was brand new steel. Look at it now. I'll tell you, it eats it right up. That's, like I say, that's why they call it donor metal. Anyway, what I was getting ready to say is, after about 2 days of running, I like to change my water, rinse out, clean my metal off, and then start the process again to actually finish it off. I mean, look, and by rinsing it off, you don't have to wait for it. By, like I say, taking your hose and letting it blast the rust off there saves a lot of time and trouble. By the way, this is a huge piece of shell fragment that I dug when I was in Vicksburg. Yeah, I spent like 3 weeks down there. Didn't get to dig a whole lot. I was down there working. We cleaned every tombstone in the National Cemetery. There are over 10,000 of them. But it is one of the best parks that I've ever, Civil War battlefield parks, well, besides Perryville. Perryville is all pretty much left in the natural state as you would have found it on October of 1862. But as far as monuments go, that nothing, I guess Gettysburg can probably compare, but like I say, monuments, it's really tough to compare any other battlefield to Vicksburg. But anyway, now I'm going off on a side tangent, which has nothing to do with what we're doing. Hope this helps. Like I say, what I'll do is I'll rinse this out, I'll refill it, throw some more cheap old salt in here, and in another day this thing will be ready for the finished process, which I'm going to shoot a video on soon, on how to actually preserve them once you are done. I've also got an axe ready and a few other little pieces ready to do. So keep checking out my videos by Kentucky Keith, and let's see, on YouTube I am just plain Keith Bailey, so subscribe and check out my latest episode. I hope this helps and makes your job go a whole lot quicker and a whole lot easier on you. That's what this is all about, making it quick and easy and inexpensive.